are functioning. Abe. Restart BMS. If you do go into 3D and test it, make sure you restart BMS. Reconnect. Any new people here? Anyone flying for the first time here? Streak, are you new? I don't know if you've flown here before.
Yeah, last 2 weeks I was here.
Okay, cool. All right, so I put the server IP and the IVC IP into the Saturday events channel. Please connect if you haven't already. If you have a weak connection, if you have ever encountered blue text issues, please use the second IP address that's provided there because you'll get a better connection. All right. Package lead is going to be Razgriz, I think. Is that correct?
I think.
Okay. I'll be your moderator, and this is event number 445. We're going to start off by checking the slots. So, are you happy with the slots, Raz?
As on the slides, is everyone where they need to be?
Missing Mako 2 is missing Domestos. I don't know where he is.
All right. And Moody, are you on the way somewhere?
Am I not on the right slot?
Nope. You're in Panther, and I'm going to steal you for my number 2, Spade 2.
We have a question. Just in case Domestos doesn't show up, is it okay if I go in your squad? Because I'm all alone in mine.
Yeah, we'll slot in. We'll see if he shows up in the next minute or two. He hasn't responded, but yeah, we need to fill out this flight.
Okay, so he's going to be Mako 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Moody, I've got you as Spade 2-2, and then BS is Panther 2-4. But I think everyone else, looks like we're where we want to be for DCA. Seed, you guys happy with your flights?
My number 4 is not connected yet. That would be Fritz.
On the way.
Okay.
I'm still feeling it's Panther 2.
BS, you got your internet fixed, bro?
Here we go. Yeah, I just went and joined your flight. That's why I was confused.
I'm a very confusing person, apparently. Apologies. Looks like we're set.
Yeah, so it sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and hand off mission to Raz. Do you want me to share the briefing, Raz? Briefing?
I got it.
All right, Roger.
Welcome to Operation Vigilant Sword and World War III. So Croatia's offensive, we did a good job. We stalled them. We were retaking ground. And suddenly we detected massive launch activity from Serbia, Albania, and Greece. NATO has joined the war on our side, and Russian aircraft have been rebasing in Serbian territory and are entering the conflict on the Serbian side. To assist us, we have a lone squadron of F-16 Block 50s, the 480th, deployed to Sarajevo to assist with SEAD. So the situation is all hell is breaking loose. Our job is to soften up SAMs to our southeast in preparation for a massive airstrike on a pair of air bases before the Serbs and Albanians can get their entire air force in the air. So our job is to suppress or destroy our SAM sites in the vicinity of Jefferson and Garibaldi. Jesus, I love these. At 125 local. Also, weather's pretty good, but it is going to be 1 a.m, so we're doing this in the dark. So air threats are substantial. Almost directly to the east of Sarajevo, we have some Su-30s, we have Su-27s, and then we have 31s and 29s out of the target airfield. So huge threat vectors coming from the east and southeast. Cap's going to be fun. This is the target area for the seed flights. Air picture has gone to shit. Everyone has joined the war, so we have a comical number of different airframes in the air. If you look in the briefing, all of these are links to Wikipedia pages if you're not familiar with how some of these planes look like. I would call attention to the fact that Fencers look kind of like Tornadoes, or Eagles might look kind of like MiG-25s or MiG-31s. And obviously friendly F-4s might look like hostile F-4s. We're relying on flight leads to use their brains, correlate to RWR and known threat vectors, and not shoot down any friendlies. Additionally, all of our planes this time should have Mode 4 IFF. So,
It's also an AWACS.
oh, and we have AWACS.
Yeah,
Lovely.
thank God.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to skip over this, but again, if you want to pop up in the briefing yourself, here is a high-res photo of our mission, our target area, and all of the shit that's going to be flying at us. So the game plan, Spade 6 and Panther 6 are going to protect the flanks of the package. We're going to get up early, and the other flights are going to fly down a corridor we establish, essentially, along the coast and perform destructive seed at those target sites. And at 0125, the Navy shows up. So Panther and Spade show up first. We're going to start capping at 1:45, 1 in the morning. And then Mako's and Gamble will show up after. Seed will stay on station until bombs are away, and we are expecting pop-up threats. So Seed should have some mix of harms and MAVs or clusters or whatever you want to use to actually destroy those SAM sites. Here's the NATO package that's going to be striking at 125. And hey, it's a contract slide. Wonder where we got this sort of thing. So, if we have SA-10s, 11s, 17s active, a seed flight leader will call that, at which point all available seed will either engage it or retrograde. You'll call out when you're attacking your briefed SAM sites, call them destroyed if you successfully destroy them, which at that point, that means that all players can trespass those areas. If you hear a castle call from DCA, that means that we are running from a wall of enemy air, at which point all seed needs to swing roll to support cap, or we need to retrograde. Call when your flights are off target, and once all seed is complete, we will call Miller time and go home. Any questions on that?
I do.
Fire.
Just to confirm, retrograde is just falling back a little, right?
Yes. Yeah. Not necessarily abort flight, but definitely get yourself back to safe airspace and reassess.
All right, copy. Thank you.
So all of this is basically as we usually do, just spelling it out. But listen out for a castle call. If you hear it, that means we need some help. So get the slammers out. SOPs. Weather looks fine, so are we all okay with doing... Do we do overhead breaks at night, or is that a big no-no?
It's better not to.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do straight in. So
All right. We'll do straight ins. I would rather just have each flight request an unrestricted and then just over approach, talk it out, as opposed to having 16, 17 of us get in a queue.
Depends on how
I
many
don't
AI
think we
flights are
have
in
a bunch
here.
of A flights on the way home. Kraus?
Say again. Sorry.
We shouldn't have many AI flights landing at Sarajevo when we're coming home, should we?
There is a continuous bar cap over Sarajevo that's taking off from Sarajevo, so maybe.
Okay.
The Block 15 squadron that we were flying, they're basically been relegated to they're just like a bar cap that just their entire mission now is just to defend Sarajevo airspace.
Roger. Okay.
So yeah.
So if it's not too cluttered, let's just try to do some straight-ins organized by flight leads. If there's a bunch of AI flying around, then yeah, hop in the queue. It'll take a lot longer, but we should all get home safely. Commit range. It's going to be 40 nautical miles because we're going up against a lot of really nasty stuff like MiG-31s and super flankers. There will be some BVR. I would recommend against merging if at all possible. It's night and you are against a very formidable foe who is a robot and has perfect SA in pitch black. So recommend we stick to BVR. But make sure you get positive ID. So either that's capture on your targeting pod or PID, and then plus one of these two, either an AWACS declaration as hostile or negative IFF response.
So do you want to follow? I just to clarify that. Are you following the briefing as written, or are you changing that?
That's as written.
Well, it says so you have to have 2 of the following 3 conditions, right? So that means you could have an AWACS and an IFF and still fire.
Sure. Okay. We'll go with that then. Hard deck.
Can you clarify again?
Sorry, we need 2 positive we need 2 factors to ID. Either an AWACS declaration and that's hostile, an IFF negative response, so they don't come back as friendly, or you have a visual capture or PID. What 2 of those 3? Any 2.
Copy.
Sorry, that wasn't clear. Hard deck. Let's stick to 16,000. Should keep us up out of shore ads. Seed might have to break that when they're doing their attack runs, but I'll leave that to the striker flights to plan out. And I believe that is it. Any questions about what we're going to go do?
Nope.
All right, let's break up into flights.
All right. Hello. So
Hello.
I am still not. You can see our flight plan is kind of wonky right now. I am still. I've talked to Razgriz about changing the flight,
Why?
the Barcat flight, just because we'd be pretty useless as fragged before. But we'll see.
Is it coordinated with the other DCA flight?
Well, it was, and then maybe
wasn't.
it won't be. I'll wait for a response. But as of now, I'm gonna make a. I'm gonna make 2 cap. I'm gonna give us 2 capstones. One between steers 2 and 3, one between steers 5 and 6. You can move between them as needed. Maybe just use them as a reference. But the idea is, as the seed pushes through, they're going to be completely vulnerable to the north. And if the other DCA flight does choose to move to the northeast, then there are going to be a ton of. Well, we're predicting, given the threat slide on that briefing, that there's going to be a ton of flankers coming from the north, so they'll need support. But we'll see.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. Now it's more oriented towards the wolf corridor.
Yeah, because I was going to say that previous orientation was. Yeah, so we'll plan. Let's see, probably just to make it simple, left-hand turns at both of our points. Let me adjust this to make that feasible here. Okay. So one thing about IFF, if AWACS declares someone as hostile, just shoot at them. And if you shoot at someone and down a friendly, then I'll take responsibility for that. But AWACS is magic in this game, so if he's hostile, shoot him. If he's coming from a known threat axis, and you have a negative IFF, go ahead and shoot at him. If you can confidently correlate a negative IFF with an RWR symbol, and there's no, and you've IFF'd a few times, there's no mode 4 response, and you don't see any friendly nails in that direction, you can shoot. So if you can't get AWACS, don't wait for a capture, because it might be too late by then, and it's hard to tell between some of these planes and 16s or 15s.
Actually, we'll take the heat then.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you guys shoot something, I'm concerned about. I mean, it's at night. They're flankers, which have perfect night vision, and I'm really concerned about getting to the merge.
Yeah.
So I'd rather be optimistic, and any player worth their salt will be able to defeat a missile at significantly closer ranges than the AI. So hopefully, even if we do friendly fire, there won't be a problem.
Okay.
Just check our loadout here. I mean, yeah, we'll take a Sidewinder, but
Yeah. Do we need a Sidewinder? I don't think so at night.
well, yeah. I mean, I guess that was my question. Abe, do you have any preferences?
Either way.
Yes. Sorry? Okay, let's just take 6 then.
I didn't hear what is now the conclusion.
6 winders.
6 1.
Or, sorry, 6 hammerheads.
All right, listen up.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll just go. We'll rejoin. No fancy zoom time takeoff since it's at night. We'll rejoin oversteers, going towards steer 3 or 2 rather, and then just climb in our grinder until we get to I think 27 is probably a good altitude. And then if we need to, we can move to steers 5 and 6 as the seed moves. Depending on how it goes for pop-up threats and how it goes for the other DCA flight.
Okay.
I think Joker at 3,500 and Bingo at 1,500. Just since we're going to be doing a lot of high afterburning flight and we're very close to our home plate.
Yep.
And then we're going to be on the 18 block, so standard TACAN and stuff. Then we'll try and do as much support as possible. Call out your foxes, at least on the intra-flight, if the uniform is too busy.
Is 3 and 4 10 miles behind or something? Or is it just counter-rotating cap?
Yeah, so yeah, we'll probably have you guys the element orbit at steer 2, just to get some spacing. With the idea to have about 25 mile spacing, so we always have someone pointed at an expected threat axis.
Yeah.
All right, listen up.
Alright, any other concerns? I mean, I trust all of you know what you're doing in terms of air-to-air combat, so we just need to make sure to mutually support, keep good spacing, and try not to die. Abe, you should have, like, you have all the control over 4, just as your supporting element, so I'm just going to be working with 2 and occasionally with you to reposition if I think we need to, but for the most part I'm expecting me and 2 will work together and you 2 will work together. Of note, these jamming planes are horrible to try and Twiz lock or DTT lock, so I'm going to sort, and Abe, I would encourage you to sort only one plane, only one target per plane.
Yeah, absolutely. Just my only request would be if you were going to change orientation, try to make it clear what way you want to orient the racetrack.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm thinking we'll either just be left-hand turns along steers 2 and 3, or left-hand turns along steers 5 and 6. But yes, I'll make it clear.
Okay.
And like 5 and 6 are just there if we need it. I expect this will all go to shit pretty quick. So having that reference point for if we get called up north and things settle down.
Can we still change the bullseye, or can we suggest it? Or is it fine?
That is a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to do that, I think.
We'll just mention it when we go back to the package brief.
Yeah.
And sorry for the TACAN. Do you want us tied wing to like?
Yeah.
Lead to wingman or? Okay.
Me and 2, and then 3 and 4.
Reporting side, and I'm looking low. Number 2.
Depending, yeah. I mean, we could assume that, sure.
Okay.
Unless otherwise. Hi. So how does our... So we were thinking about capping between our steers 2 and 3 and then moving to steers 5 and 6 if you need assistance up there.
That sounds perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Know that I'm pretty sure Dubrovnik is where those MiG-29s are coming out of. Am I incorrect in saying that?
That's Jefferson.
Okay. Yeah. We just want to make sure not to crawl right on top of a hostile airfield. But yeah, so capping 2 to 3 and then moving 5, 6 if we need support sounds perfect.
Okay, great. And since we're early, and I expect you guys to get the run to the Wolf, the northeast axis air threat, I was thinking we'd focus on scramblers at a Sarajevo and directly ahead of us, where you guys would look more to the left.
Sounds good. Just
all right.
We'll call out commits and stuff on uniform, so just keep tight.
And we should change bullseye, as helpfully pointed out by Streak.
Where is Bulls? Is it like where the last mission was? Okay.
Yep.
Well, should I just put it on the target?
I think it's Sarajevo, yeah.
Sarajevo or maybe the target. I think there are reasonable options, I think.
Actually, no, yeah, the target is probably better, Puerto Rico.
Done.
Yes.
Alright, great. Are there any other questions or concerns or thoughts or suggestions?
No.
Probably forgot to cover something, but we can talk while we were in the plane, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Makes sense.
Well, hold on. We should probably pull the other guys up.
Okay. I can grab them real quick.
Well, I can just pull them up.
Oh, that's what I was... My dragon's not working.
All right.
My mouse wheel's
Hey.
fucked up.
We stole you.
Yeah. I think Kraus disappeared. I don't know.
Yeah, he had to take a phone call.
He might have
apparently.
been murdered.
That explains
Difficult to
something.
say.
Oh yeah, it was definitely murder. Let's do an IVC check down the line, starting with Mako 4. Well, starting with 4-2 because 4-1's Kraus.
Mako 4-2.
For the next 4-3. Oh, I'm in the wrong tab.
Mako 4-4.
Mako 4.
Great. Mako 2.
Mako 2-1.
Mako 2-2.
Mako 2-3.
Mako 2-4.
Did we end up having anyone in Gamble?
Nope, no one gamble because I was the original one gambo.
Great.
Panther,
go.
Panther 2-3.
Spade 6-1.
Spade 6-2.
Spade 6-4.
All right, Boone. Didn't hear you.
Fritz, can you do an IVC check again, please? I don't think I didn't.
I heard him.
Spade 6-3?
Yeah, there you are. All right.
Streak.
Panther 2-2.
Dandy. Okay. We're going to take 3-4 minutes, come back at whatever 45, and get the show on the road.
Hey, Starfury, are you here? Or any DCA leads?
Yep,
Who's the
here.
southern?
Sorry.
Who's the southern DCA guy?
All right, I'm back. I'm recommitting it.
Who's the southern DCA? The Hexagon?
Yeah.
Hey, so we're gonna be attacking the southern SA2 from the SA3 position after we kill the SA3. We're gonna need support when we we're basically gonna
overfly Jefferson.
We're gonna overfly Jefferson, and it's going to be pretty hard to kill that SA2, so we're going to need support.
Like air support or seed support? Because I'm going to have my element in constant harm cap, basically.
We're going to need like we'll need a sweep over Jefferson when we start attacking that southern SA2.
All right.
Otherwise, we're going to wind up probably getting intercepted and killed. So you're going to have to, in other words, you're going to have to depart your cap area and sweep just like a 20 miles in, just to clear Jefferson, because otherwise we'll have problems.
All right.
We'll probably need like 3 or 4 minutes to attack that southern SA2.
When you said you needed air support, I was immediately thinking about the air support meme.
Which one's that?
Wait, let me send this.
All right. Well, he does that. Want to run the checklist in your backgrounds?
Hey, hold on. Before you do that, I got a question for Raz.
Oh yeah. When I die, Hex is in charge. Then you're in charge. Then Kraus is in charge.
Okay. Since the the seed timing, as long as we're on time or earlier, we're okay, right? I can hit time on target before my 055.
Yeah,
you should.
So late, but I got to be early.
So just keep in mind, there's a lot of bandits. So if you're ignoring the TOT, you're going to be unsupported.
Yeah, like obviously, right. I think the DCA is way early, right?
Yeah,
They're like
cap is pushing immediately. So the faster you get to target, the more likely we're to still have AMRAMs.
Okay. So I'm probably going to blow right by my hold point.
The meme is on Saturday BMS events.
Thank you, Tab. Fantastic.
All right, so the break's over, so we're gonna just go over some final stuff. During the event, please mute but do not deafen Discord during the flight. Use Shift D to chat in game if you have any technical issues. If you do have an issue, close BMS and IVC, get your issues sorted out. Use an instant action to check your flight controls, then relaunch BMS and reconnect. You must restart BMS, otherwise you won't be able to reconnect. After you land or you get knocked out, jump down to the debriefing channel to chat with others. If you haven't done so already, recon the target area in 3D to speed up your cache loading. What we're going to do next is we're going to double click on our flight in the frag order on the top left. Double click on your slot, which is below that. Click on the data cartridge button on the right side of the screen above the weather button. Click comms, click comm plan, click save, click IFF plan, click save. We're going to be committing as taxi. You guys can go ahead and do that now. Just click take off on the bottom right and click taxi.
Four's up.
Myco 4, taxi, Mac, Echo, Alpha, and hold short, runway 30.
Panther flight, check in, uniform 18.
Panther 2 up.
Make a force taxi.
Four status.
Four's up.
Flight 2-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 26595. Good evening, Panther 2, you're number 5 for departure. All present position. Give way to Gamble 6-2 S16, taxiing Echo.
And just a brief amendment, we'll be doing a full burner performance takeoff, so with 3-second spacing, so up to 500, pitch up to 50, level out at whenever you get to 400, 350, and then rejoin heading towards District 2.
Gamble 6, taxi Echo Alpha, and hold short runway 30. Good evening, Spade 6, you're number 5 for departure. All present position. Gamble 6, taxiing. Give way to Panther 2-4 S16, taxiing Echo. Mako 4-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 2-6-5-9-5. Spade 6-1, runway 30 for takeoff. Panther 2, taxi Echo Alpha, and hold short runway 30. Spade 6, taxi Mike Echo Alpha, and hold short runway 30. Spade 6, taxi Mike Echo Alpha, and hold short runway 30.
3, you hear?
Spade 6, taxi cruise here.
Four's negative yardstick with 3, and 3's not moving.
Yeah, also 2, check your stick, you should be on 8-1 to X-ray.
Gamble 6-1, what is your problem? You are disrupting traffic.
Good stick 2.
Slick 6, 4 ship, A10s, request taxi.
Good evening, Slick 6, you're number 6 for departure. All present position. Goblin 5, 2 ship, A10s, request taxi. Good evening, Goblin 5, you're number 7 for departure. All present position. Give way to Spade 6-4 S16, taxiing Echo. Give way to Slick 6-4 A10, taxiing Echo. Gamble 6-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to 26595.
Force status.
Force taxi, 3 still in the chunks.
Panther 2-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch to
So, do you flick your effect light again?
26595.
I'm lined up ahead of the runway. Push uniform 3. Tours ground 1.
Gamble 6, 2-shift, F-16s, ready for departure.
Gamble 6, wing 030 at 0 knots. Runway 30, you are cleared for takeoff. Gamble 6, contact departure. Panther 2, wing 030 at 0 knots. Runway 30, you are cleared for takeoff.
One set. 2. Alright, 1 is brakes off now. Rolling.
Spade 6, hold short.
Yeah, we can figure it out in the air when we have data too. Coming slight right 270 and then climb. Side left.
Panther 2-1, contact departure. Spade 6.
It's climbing. Flight when able, push tactical. Leveled out Angels 2-1. Choose blinds, I am steering about level 2. Yeah, let's turn direct steer 2. 3, we're behind and to your right, 2 or 3 miles. And again, 2 check tack in, you should be on 81 Yank, or 81 X-ray.
Package. Package, Mako 2 is anchored, steer 5.
Flight fence in.
Mako 2, Space 6, copy. We just got wheels up. We're on the way.
Mako 4 is pushing on carrot.
Panther 2, Dragnet 7, target is bullseye 29999 4000.
One is fenced in, 10.7. 5 referencing steer 2. Engage defensive MiG-29s. 3, I'm at holding Mach .75 at Angels 21, reference
Gamble,
Tier 2.
6, Dragnet, 7, be advised, threat aircraft, bullseye, 3, 1, 3, 8, 5, 15,000.
Lead threat aircraft 313, 85, 15,000.
Panther 2, make a 4.
Go for Panther.
Nails 31, 260, say intentions.
Roger, we're looking, ingressing, we can snap over to the right to check those out.
Okay, make a 4 is engaging.
Right, 190.
Spade, 6-1, Dragnet, 7, contact confirmed hostile. ID to Suit 25.
Make a 4 in from the east, bullseye 303 for 906,000.
1 Spike 31.
Those are the guys at 3,000?
Maybe. I'm flowing out.
Make a 4 is off dry, target for defensive.
Panther's Spike defensive.
Chalice declare.
20. MiG-31, 230.
Package, Mako 2 is defensive.
Panther,
MiG-29
4,
flanks
Dragnet, 7, contact is outlaw.
Steer 5.
$225. Something very close. 15,000.
You guys at 13,000 or Su-24s.
Contact is friendly.
Okay, Mako 4 in from the north, engaging 326 for 58, make 29 times 2.
Spade,
Turning
6-3,
back around
Dragnet,
2
7,
again,
contact is
check your
friendly.
back end.
Fox 3, 325 for 64, 16,000, westbound. Fox 3, 323, 071,
Spade,
Angel
6, Dragnet, 7, target is bullseye, 3, 5, 1, 1, 7, 0, 21,000.
Play reference my target, 2-ship MiG-31, 290 for 53 at 20,000, they're coming right.
Force targeted there. Force sorted leader there.
Spade, 6-3, Dragnet, 7, contact confirmed hostile. ID to MiG-31.
Panther 2 committed, MiG-31, 289 for 60, 20,000. Element, anchor here, just do a 360, 2, sort. Left trail.
They can do a sort of right side.
Force sorted leader, do you want me to shoot?
Make a 4, splash 2, make 29.
Chaff, flare.
Two sort of trailer. Deep trail 5 miles.
Got the 24 Fox 329, 266, 19,000, make 31.
Buddy, 326071, Angels 15.
Four's out, defensive.
Spade, 6-4,
Yeah, 4,
Dragnet,
yeah, 4,
7,
go out,
contact
return to
confirmed
3.
hostile. ID to MiG-31.
Four got a shot off on the leader, the trailer's still out there.
Fox 3, bullseye, 28, 298, 66, Angels 15.
That's friendly. That's friendly. 2, can you say your TAC in?
Yeah, 81X Yankee.
Negative 81 X-ray.
4's dirt 2 west.
Yeah, 4 rejoin. Okay, good stick 2. 4 rejoin with let's say if possible. We'll stay as a group of 3 until we can until 3 gets back.
4's visual 3
Mako
rejoin.
4 attacking SA3 bull 061 for 321.
Space
1,
3259
contact
or
confirmed
18,000
hostile.
Mako 4 is contact.
Mako 4-1, Dragnet 7, contact confirmed hostile.
Alright, ready to check Victor 18.
Spade 6-2, Dragnet 7, contact confirmed hostile.
Mako 4 in, bullseye 327 for 24, 18,000, strength 2, MiG 31.
That's raised tumbleweed flowing back to steer 1.
Disregard, MiG 29.
3, you are headed to steer 2. 4 is settled right side.
Copy. I need to set up my data link. Alright, good yardstick, I think.
You should be 81 Yankee 3.
Hey, firm. Got you 3.5 miles.
Fox 3, 324 for 28, 18,000.
Spade
Fox
6-3,
3,
Dragnet
323
7,
for
contact confirmed
29,
hostile.
18,000.
For some reason, I was on uniform 2. Okay, there we go.
Those are friendly F-16s at 12,000.
Yeah, for looks like they're only friendlies ahead of us.
Alright, 4, let's hook right to get on cap. Sorry.
Spade 6-1,
Spade
Dragnet
6, commit,
7,
MiG
contact
29,
confirmed hostile.
01052,
MiG 29.
1,000 hot. Wow, somehow I'm down to 8.5 on the gas.
Yep, you're in the burn.
Now for a quick turn, but I'll leave my AI in the plane for 30 seconds.
Spade 6-3, Dragnet 7, contact confirmed hostile.
Panther 2, Nails 29 coming out of Jefferson.
Roger, Panther 2 scanning.
Spade 6-2, Dragnet
2
7,
from left.
contact confirmed hostile. ID is
Zero,
MiG 29.
2 coming left. Fox 3, 358, 42, 20,000, 29.
Panther 2, Dragnet 7. It's pretty quiet right now.
To reference my target.
No contact there.
Package Mako 2, contact 357040. Looks
Contact.
to be Su-27 7.
Got VID 21.
Spade, 6-3, Dragnet, 7, contacts confirmed hostile. ID is MiG-29.
F-16. Two F-16s friendly.
Yeah, looks like that MiG-29 just got killed.
Got it.
Come back to the right, weapons tier 3.
Mako, 4, Dragnet, 7, nearest threat, bullseye. Spade, 6-3, Dragnet, 7, contacts confirmed hostile.
Package Mako 2, Nails 20, north of Garibaldi.
Your friendly is pretty much all ahead of us here though.
Same.
Mako, 4-2, Dragnet, 7, contacts confirmed hostile. Mako, 4-4, Dragnet, 7, contact is friendly.
I'm gonna amend our cap. We're gonna go from Steer 3 to about 20 miles or southeast of Steer 3.
Mako, 2-1, Dragnet, 7, contacts confirmed hostile. ID is Mirage.
2.
Mako, 4-1, Dragnet, 7, contacts confirmed hostile.
Mako 4
ID is
engaging,
Mirage.
I'm defensive. 008 for 11, 21,000.
Right, step left.
You got this strober, right, Gimbal?
Affirm. Should be friendly.
Mako, 2-1, Dragnet, 7, Fureball, 1, friendly, 3, Bandit.
Mako 4 is engaged defensive 039
Spade, 6,
for
Dragnet,
306.
7, nearest threat, bullseye. 005, 50, 19,000. Hostile Prince F-16s,
Over
warship.
bullseye.
Yeah, go. Think about it.
Alright, you sort on the trailers. Make sure to VID hostile. So then the 2 targets behind him.
Affirmative. Confirm you are on the leader.
Affirm.
For reference 130.
Enter 2 Fox 3 Mirage 323 for 10. Track south. Let's crank right. 1 down.
Mako 4 is in from the left.
Nails 27.
Two, if you can get
Viper's in from the northwest, warship.
2 is flanking.
Roger, 2, let's flow back to element, reference 320.
Okay, you want me to come back and engage?
Negative.
2 inbound, number 3. Two nails, 27 at 6.
For nails 27, 13,000, 3545.
Element DLS if possible.
Yes, stand by. I don't have the threat rings. They must have renamed the mission. But
Mako's defensive again.
34215, 30,000.
You're at 3, you're about 20 miles from the enter 3 threat ring. Copy 2, let's slowly come left here.
2.
Data.
4 4, that guy's a bandit. Yeah, capture flanker 4, can you kill that guy?
Right, their friendly's close.
Their friendly's close to that guy?
Affirm.
I don't see anyone else there.
Roger, okay, your discretion then.
Alright, I'm Fox 3 on him.
At 326, 21, 30,000.
Affirm.
Element is back in from southwest.
Fox 330, 22, 30,000. Okay, 3's off, Spike 31.
Vipers, 351, 48, 20,000.
4, reference my target, looks like a 2-ship 31. Right, there are friendlies in the area.
Sending at her.
4, Fox 32 ship, 318, 19, 12,000.
Caution. Caution.
I'm flowing 220.
Mako 2 is defensive. Make 31, Garibaldi.
Yep, 2 start on that target.
Mako 4, Fox 3, that bandit, 316.
4's out,
14,000.
southwest.
Package castle. Castle.
Understand castle.
4's defensive.
Mako 2, copy castle.
Spade 6 is down 2 ships, tangling with Vipers to the northeast. Panther status. Stepped, Panther status.
Buddy, 315035, Angel 7, 4 knots.
So in from the south, engaging 270.
1 defensive, F-16 north.
4,
Radar,
2
radar.
reference my target.
35728.
Give me a sign.
4's clean coming out with.
Got Strober at 23001 for 28.
Four nails 31 east.
Element snap east, look for that 31. 2 rejoin.
Buddy 315043, Angel 9.
31 southeast, 27 northeast.
Affirm. Element, if you can, snap east, check that 31.
3.
Panther 2 engaging 27343 for 33, 28,000.
1222935, SC-27.
The 31's over bullseye?
Yeah.
Fox 3, 291, 13, 18,000.
Body spike 340043, 1000.
They're committing.
2 spike. 2 defensive.
You're 3 in that group, which one did you sort on?
I thought I saw Harriers.
Looks like 225.
Yeah, A from 225. Miller time, egress.
1's defensive, 31 launch, flowing
Make a
east.
2 copy, egress.
Flowing west.
Status SA6, status SA3.
6
west.
One, I need to delouse if possible.
Confirm.
Where's the 31 from you?
East. 290-110.
31's over bullseye, 18,000.
Copy, contact. Alright, commit 059 for 10, 18,000.
Mills, Mick 31, 6 block.
2, recommit.
4's looking low, over bullseye, 4,000, track west.
2, recommit.
Any friendly at 8,000?
2, local.
Yeah, affirm, space 63, 8,000. Bulls 333046.
231's out there.
I've only got the one. Is that one at 4,000 to 31?
4 Fox 32929, 5,000, track north.
Okay, I'm defensive. Three's referencing west.
Fox, Mick 31 defensive.
4 Fox 30923, 14,000.
2, Fox 3, bullseye 298, 16, 9,000.
4's defensive out west.
This is Space 63. I need help at 336055, Angel 7000. Tango MiG 25 on Winchester.
And 1 spiked from the east. 2, snap east.
2, east.
Could be a MiG 31 close on my 6.
Boone, say your bullseye again.
4's weapons yellow.
2 Mills, Mick 31, right, 3 o'clock.
MiG 25s and 27s on me. Buddy Spike, 03284 for 32, 20,000. Boone, is that a buddy lock? Hey, firm, brother. Alright, I got you. Keep flow, turn right and flow 270.
Panther 2-4, buddy lock. 28429. Correction, 26618. Four's naked, 1 AMRAM remaining.
Raygun 261 to 20.
Panther 2426 21, 21,000.
Clear, thanks. Mako 22 in hot 357066, Angels 13. Mako 2 engaged 227.
4 set positive, sorry.
Joining.
Okay, Mako 2, Fox 3, 354067, MiG 27.
Flight reference to my target. 340 for 44, 16,000.
340 for 40, 16.
Panther 2-4, Raygun 286 44, 2,000.
Okay, rifle SA3 north.
A firm, I've got a hostile MiG 25 at 338 for 42.
Starfair, you still got harm?
18,000
maps because I think the air picture's clear.
Possible negative on Maverick.
Panther engaging 4-ship MiG 25, 339 for 38, tracking east south.
Target, Starfair.
Lead up with you, 2 and 4 are together.
Clear if you want to get in.
3 engaged in contact on the left.
Break, strike package. This is Spade. All of Spade 6, except for myself, is down. We're out. Somebody should take up package command.
My reference.
Alright, Fox, we're on the lead. 20,000.
Copy last cross.
Yeah, copy. We're egressing.
Roger that, brother. I'm out. I'm almost at the phone plate.
2 and 4 at DLOS us. We're flowing southwest with MiG 25 and 06.
Copy. Okay, Mako 4 is merged, MiG 25. Bullseye 036 for 315.
Panther's engaging those 25s.
I got a AMRAM, defending AMRAM. You have a Fox 3 on him? Am I gonna break off?
Force targeted 31644, 18,000.
Say again, you have a Fox 3 on 031 for 316.
Affirm.
Okay, I'm merged with him, 5 miles, unable.
Rest into that until you can verify there's not a cross close.
Lead, I'm turning in with 4.
Panther 2-2. Fox 2, side 312, 43, 15,000.
Buddy, 341063, Angels 28.
Panther T4 is defensive, northbound, nails 25 south. Times 2.
One's in. Sorting in group 324 for 40, locate a furball.
Yeah, it's a furball. I'm pressing. I got captured on a MiG-25.
Mako 2 harm flight is egressing. They are bingo fuel.
Understood. I'm egressing as well. I'm actually... Mako 4 is engaged offensive. MiG-25, 327 to 47.
4 is Winchester.
Mako 4 require a support. I only have a gun. I've got slammers. I've captured MiG-25, 323, 38, 17,000. 328 for 50, 12,000. Okay, I have him offensive. I'm gonna try to gun him.
Mako 4, Mako 2, I am delousing.
35, bullseye 29740.
4 miles, 12,000.
Mako 4, Mako 2, that's your shot on delousing you. Past him.
Gun.
Fox 3 on that guy coming off towards 4.
Roger, he's burning 3.
Panther 2-4, 3 ships, 33755, 17,000 track north.
One's referencing group. Stand by to our north, 333 for 53. Friendlies.
Flash MiG. All call signs, Miller time.
Right, go north.
Two nails, Mick 31, right, 4 o'clock.
Roger, 1 DLOS, the 2 continue flowing north.
2. Nails now, MiG 27, right,
Mako 2, Mako 4 status.
Mako 2 is currently 2 ship. We are Miller time, currently east of Steer 5. That SA-6 never came up for us to lob harms at it.
Bandit Bullseye 024, 19, 21,000,
I'm
2 contacts.
Spike 29 to the northeast, somewhere over the Helens SA-3.
Copy, turning in.
2 by SU 27, Bullseye 023, 18, 21,000, track northwest.
Panther 2 is commit 2 ships to 27, 020 for 17.
This is 2-4, got lock on band, 350 for 84, Angel 17.
Alright, 2, let's sort, 1 sorted on the right lead, 2 sorted on left trail. Good try.
Additional Bandit over Bullseye 24,000, track north.
Panther Mako, do you need DLS?
Mako is bingo. I'm flowing towards home.
Or you confirm that's a bandit over Bulls?
Panther Mako 2, do you need DLS?
Over Bulls is negative IFF, 2 burners.
Hawkeye 7-2, request permission to engage.
Affirm, Mako 2 is Angels 23, Bulls 32404.
3, snap right, see if you can kill those mirages. 2, make sure on this 27 you're sorted on the hot contact, I'm sorted cold.
Yeah, hot contact. But he's beaming now. Okay, both are tracking.
Alright, 1 sorted on the target beaming to our right.
Okay, the mirages turn cold. Guy over Bullseye. 23.
7's turning hot.
Yeah, sort of on the left target too.
Mako 2-1 is commit, possible MiG-25, 354066, Angels 2-1.
Mako 4 is checking out, good luck.
2 spikes, make 27.
Panther 2, Fox 3, 27, 011 for 12, track south.
Fox 3, 275 for 8. 22,000.
Defending.
Mako 2-2, Fox 3, 352064.
That's an F-15.
21, MiG-25.
Shit.
Two flow south.
Again.
2 flow south, you're right over an SA-6A.
Yeah.
Alright, 3 is bingo.
Roger, R2B3.
2 is spiked, make 27. Right 4 o'clock.
Roger, 1 supporting.
2 is out north. Is naked now.
The 1 sorted, 27. And 2 RTB.
From RTB.
Affirm. Want to try and get us out of here?
Yeah.
Nails 25 northeast.
Yeah, this is Kraus on guard. Be advised, there's multiple bandits over the airbase right now.
Contact
East of
Captain
the airbase,
Bandit.
space air defenses are not firing on
I
them.
lost him in the knots at 338 for 58. Descending.
One, I have Nails Mirage 2102. Can you come left and just check that out?
Hawkeye 7-1, engaging. Bullseye 354-101, 21,000.
Package Guerrilla Group 343095, Angels 22. That's just northeast of our home plate.
If you don't see anything, turn back.
Yeah, no joy. Turning back. Two nails over 18, left at the clock. Bearing 210.
That's good. I also have 27 nails to our 170, but that won't be a factor.
This is Mako 4 on guard, emergency landing, Sarajevo.
Who's Joker?
Flight, just land in order. Don't worry about overhead brake or anything. Call approach for a straight in. Your discretion.
We've got a possible flanker, 353 for 108, 17,000. Truck south. That's like right over the base.
Roger. One, I'm coming right, checking that out.
Like just northeast of the base, I guess. Mixed in with some friendlies though. I believe there's a furball there.
Looks like, yeah. Well, I still have cats and ammo,
Mako
so
22 engaged.
I'm gonna come to the north.
MiG-29.
Spiked by 31.
Yeah, Spike 31.
Sky 339, 96, 14,000. Northbound, left-hand turn.
Bingo. Bingo.
I can't engage, there's too many friendlies in the mix, and I'm out of gas.
Yeah, 3 if you're actually bingo, just RTB.
I'm at 900 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm lined up with the runway, but I could try to get a shot off if we can guarantee shit. 29 nails in front of me.
They're everywhere.
Mako 2-2 defensive over airbase.
Panther 2 is
Capture
engaged
29.
over airbase.
Force Joker.
Over the base. 3 on him.
Yeah.
Merge. Splash. I got a slammer behind me. It's gonna land.
Okay, I see 3 MiG-29s in trail. Bullseye 340, 97.
1-3 Fox times Panther 2 Fox 3 times 2 31s from the north. One's Winchester.
That 2 has 1 more.
3 status.
3 is trying to line up to the runway with Spike 31.
Hey, enemy just dropped bombs.
He's on shore final.
Two status.
I'm on the ground.
Flare.
2 Fox 3 Bullseye 327, 98.
Altitude. Altitude. Chaff. Flare. Warning, warning.
Hard to say. All right, we're gonna do a debrief, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so little thing. All right, yeah. So we're gonna do a 3-minute debrief per flight. Just go over the high level beats of the mission. What happened? What went well? What could go better next time? Try to keep it to like 3 or 4 minutes per flight, and we're gonna do in flight order. So the first flight, Eve is my flight. Mako 4, yeah. So we're Mako 4. Yeah. So we were the main SAM flight. Like we were gonna destroy the SAMs. Our plan was to go up to medium altitude, flow in, and then attack the SA-3 from the northwest and the SA-2s from the northwest of Garibaldi and from the SA-3 respectively. We got on station. We were just about to go heads down and start our SA-3 attack. And we ran into some engagements. We killed MiG-31s, I think a pair of MiG-29s, another pair of MiG-31s. And then we like 3 had like a issue where his like gear broke and then he had to rejoin, so that created a bunch of confusion. There was a bunch of chaos, like I don't know what the element was really doing. And then we got into a bunch of merges. I was trying to keep everyone away from the bandits, but I think the element got merged, and then 4 got shot somewhere in there. And we eventually lost 2 to a MiG-25 that I was actually tracking, but he was heads down trying to fire harms. And I was like, "Hey, kill this MiG-25," and then it fired 2 Fox 1s at him, and he got hit, got shot down. I then called Miller time. I think Raz was dead by that point. I called Miller time. We started egressing. Then the SA3 turned on. So I whipped around, fired a harm at that, fired a Maverick at it because I was within like 10 miles of that thing. It was really close. Killed the SA3. Then started flowing north again. Got engaged by another pair of MiG-25s. Had to gun one of them. Then we went. So then 3 was still alive somehow. He checked in. We got to the airbase. Tried to land. We had about 20 bandits over the airbase. Base air defenses were not firing. They were just sitting there. We had a SA3, SA6, and an SA11 just not firing at all. And yeah, pretty much fucked us over, I would say. And then I tried to hot pit refuel, but I fucked up and didn't remember to do the air refueling port, and couldn't hot pit refuel. I was going to try to get airborne and try to defend the base. I had like a half gun and no missiles, but I was going to try to get airborne because they were like overflying the base. And then that was the end of the mission for us. So at the end, we had destroyed the SA3, and the SA6 had been destroyed by the other seed. And then just the Navy did succeed in destroying Jefferson, and the Air Force did destroy Garibaldi after we were flowing off. So I would classify this package as a Pyrrhic victory. All right, what went well? What didn't go well? What went well? Really good job by Apex. Just staying on me the whole time. It was super confusing flight. Apex stayed in really good formation the whole time. Really good support. So kudos to Apex.
Thank you.
Good weapons employment by the folks in my flight. Good sorting. We were able to sort 4 or 5 groups and did a pretty good job. And I think we did pretty good engagements until the end there. What didn't go so well was like it was unclear to me what was happening with the element pretty much the whole time. And we really need like element leaders to try to control their element. I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't do that and do what I was doing. So they were like stripped away from us. They were like separated. And that's why I think 4 got killed at least. And me and Apex were trying to get to the northwest and get away from the bandits, and the element was like in the middle of the bandits. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is like, like more, I guess it's just more related to that point. Just more like comms about what you're doing and what your status is, because I had just a very low SA on what the element was up to. Yeah. Other than that, just I guess like other than that, I think the flight went pretty well. I mean, we would have been able to at the end there, we actually would have been able to continue the mission because we had cleared the airspace mostly. So we didn't know at that time that there was bandits over the airbase, but the target area was clear. And then it was about 10 minutes until the until the Navy and Air Force got there.
I think it was Panther. Panther had some. I think there were 27s behind him. It was not clear. There was definitely stuff over there.
Okay.
Yeah, on egress.
Kraus, me and Moody are down. We shot down some Tu-22 bombers.
Sweet.
I also got 3 enemy air kills in my second sortie there.
Nice.
Yeah, so those bombers were coming right for Sarajevo, and me and Moody jacked them up. And
awesome.
There was a couple Su-25s.
Awesome, good stuff.
Remembers me of the last Balkan campaign where we just went into land when all the bombers just obliterated the airbase.
Yeah, that was definitely an alpha strike on Sarajevo. I wasn't expecting that sort of crazy alpha strike to come in. It was like a 25 plus ship operation attacking Sarajevo. So we were able to stop them. That's good. Okay, let's go to the next flight. Let's go to Mako 2.
All right, we sorry, we took off. I don't know if it was AI or one of the DCA flights had gotten out on the runway in front of us, but we took off got out, held at steer 5 because the DCA was still behind us. And as we started to push, we got locked up by all sorts of crap. We were having trouble sorting things out there. Some things weren't responding to IFF. There were lots and lots and lots of declare calls on uniform. The air picture was cluttered. We ended up spinning. We came back to steer 5. My element got locked up pretty hard by some 31s. I think came zoomed in and drove them down to the deck. They burned a whole bunch of fuel while they were doing that. We rejoined, came back in. I cleared 2 hot on the 6 because he found the 6 on our first pass. While I investigated some mirages, apparently there were more groups of mirages than I had thought because a couple of the mirages came and popped him in the face with a mic IR. So he did get a Maverick off on the SA6. So the SA6 was disabled. We didn't realize it because there were no comms when he was down low. And at that point, we were engaged pretty heavily from at least 2 different directions by 31s, 27s. I think there were 25s coming in from the north. At that point, helmet fired. I called us back out to steer 5 to rejoin, and we kind of looped around, and I got separated from my element. An element kept getting pinged and dropping down to the deck. We had a hell of a time after that. Basically, I ended up sending 4 back home because he burned all his fuel dodging missiles. We had some friendly missiles flying over our heads at several points. We had some locks from some F-16s. I knew there were some hostile F-16s in the area, but we were having trouble getting ID on stuff, especially after AWACS went down. We talked to Mako 4 several times about trying to re-engage the SA6. Ended up basically being unable to go back over there and get any sort of EDA or get harms off. I jettisoned while evading MiG-31s. Finally, I think I deloused Mako 4 on the way out, and then came back home to find the guerrilla group trying to blow up our airbase. At that point, I had 1 heater left, tossed it at a MiG-29, and got gunned by a Su-27 before I could land.
Were those 27 nails? Were those MiG-27s or were those Su-27s?
Su-27s, I believe.
Okay, that's weird.
I think
you're right, but
I got to
have a 29.
Yeah, Loric's theaters seem to do that. I don't know if it's.
So it was on the capture. It was a 29. Back to base.
Yeah, they were. There was. So I got. Well, I guess I'll wait until after.
Yeah. So
sorry.
So points to improve.
What went right?
Points, yes.
Yeah. So number two did a great job. Right. He found the target, dove in, killed the target right before he died. Element did pretty decent. I would like to see a little bit more communication as to what they were doing. Also, after Miller time was called, you guys were still out hunting for an SA6. Right, Miller time, which I confirmed on Victor. Right, Miller time is go home. Said, hey, let's head back to steer 5. And you guys were still pushing down range.
I was trying to get out. I jettisoned my load. I was like, nope.
Yep.
Totally my bad on that. Sorry. I mean,
all right.
That's
all right.
Yeah.
Lessons learned. So, and then losing AWACS was really tough. Uniform was really clogged for the whole flight up until we got back home and everybody was dead. That's about all I got. It was a gigantic mess.
I'm pretty sure I spent most of the time on the deck.
Cool. Let's go with Gamble 6. Gamble 6 is an AI.
No,
Let's go Panther 2.
So I think we started off kind of behind the 8 ball in a few ways. We took off behind everyone else, and by the time we were in the air, we were hearing calls. Like by the time we'd switched to tactical, and we're sort of getting ourselves sorted out, we heard calls about Mako engaging bandits already. 3 had a problem where he couldn't see 4, so he had to restart, and that got us, probably just behind the rest of the package in terms of SA and where we physically were. We were able to get on station mostly only to discover that everyone was having their shit wrecked up north, and we were just sort of trundling around in the south, which was sort of disappointing. But we didn't. I mean, at least in terms of me, I didn't have a good enough comms with Mako to request a reposition to the north. I wasn't really sure what you guys were doing, which is on me for not asking. In terms of our flight, disregarding the weird technical issues in the beginning, I think the element did a decent job staying fluid and supporting. We had times where 1 and 3 were together and 2 and 4 were together, and we just sort of rolled with it. So I think the skill of everyone in the flight really shone through in our ability to support and adapt in different situations. But yeah, we didn't have much of a game plan, and our game plan sort of immediately went up in flames. So that was probably the worst part for us.
Sweet. Raz, Spade 6.
Sure. So Spade 6, like Hex said, we started off a little behind the 8 ball, just coming up behind everyone. By the time we were we did a max performance takeoff, and by the time we were up to altitude, a minute later, we were hearing commit and engage calls from Mako's off in front of us. Turned to support you guys, but then when it became clear you guys had those MiG-31s taken care of, we came off and started heading towards our track to the northeast. Pretty immediately ran into some MiG-29s, had an initial set with them, splashed them without too much incident, and I say without much incident as in an R-27 flew right over Boone's head. But we splashed them, and then we were recovering from our first set and turning back north when we ran straight into a 4-ship of Block 52 Vipers. They shot a shit ton of 120s at us, 120Cs, and we only had Bravos. Moody.
They have the same range in BMS, by the way.
Yeah. Pardon?
They have the exact same range in BMS. They're exactly the same missile.
Good to know. So Moody and Taub got evaporated immediately. Boone and I were able to defend, and then as we snapped back north, Boone got merged with a Viper, and I was driving at him, trying to help him out because he was in a turning fight with this Viper, and in a brilliant moment of BMSery, the Viper snaps out of the furball, points at me, and shoots an AMRAAM at 8 miles.
Oh.
So then I'm dead. But still haven't killed a friendly, so that's nice. That's all I had, because then I was dead. Things that went well, I thought my flight, until we all died, did a pretty awesome job of communicating, both on Victor between each other and calling out Foxes and Bulls calls on uniform. I thought interflight comms or air-to-air comms were pretty good overall. I had a pretty good idea at most points of what the other flights were doing, who they were committing on, what was going on. Things that could have went better, things went to shit really quickly and we never really recovered and didn't have much, there wasn't much we could flow towards. Once those Vipers showed up, we just kind of got hosed.
I have a question for Star Fury. So you almost immediately said that you were engaged defensive. Is that just a bad comm, or were you actually engaged defensive?
No, we were engaged defensive. Well, it should be on the
How did you get engaged defensive if they were in front of you?
Because the lead element was pretty close. We got hard spiked by, I think it was 31s, and I called the second element in.
All right, so you were engaged offensive. You weren't engaged defensive then, because you were attacking them. So that probably created a lot of confusion, because when the cap hears something like that, they start panicking and they're going to start afterburning and stuff, which is probably what they did. When you guys heard that on the package comm, did you guys try to get over there as quickly as possible?
Yeah, we kicked it up.
From our standpoint in the cap, it sounded like you guys were in
the shit. As soon as we took off.
We definitely, right. I wanted to pull us out. I didn't want any of us to go push on those guys. Right. That was DCA's job, not ours. So that was the goal, right?
All right, so so I guess that's like a misunderstanding of the plan. So like, the seed was supposed to attack into the airspace. So like, the DCA was never supposed to sweep into the airspace. We were supposed to attack into that airspace. So like, that was definitely not.
Well,
That was
all not.
Well, no, it's probably like just a failure of us to plan properly. So if you look at the brief, which we didn't, we sort of like did a 10-minute briefing, which is like, that's what happens. But if you look at the brief, there's 2 flank caps, and their job is to protect the flanks, and then we're supposed to attack into the airspace. So that's why, like, if you say you're defensive, the cap people are gonna be like, "Holy shit, everything's fucked! We got to get over there." Which is what they did, which I think is the right reaction from them, actually, like trying to get over there as quickly as possible. But they weren't supposed to sweep into the airspace.
Well, I know they weren't supposed to sweep into it, but we were pretty far strung out in front.
Gotcha. Cool. Cool. Thanks everyone for attending. At this point, we're going to go into the TAC view. We're going to look at the chaos on the TAC view. This part isn't really time boxed. We're just going to do it. So feel free to take off if you're time sensitive. Otherwise, feel free to hang out for the ride. It's going to be an interesting ACMI.